Welcome to Mr. Delusional's world, fiction of his imagination. This is Season 1, Episode 1, and this is called When Gangs Come Face to Face with Real Terror. Now, how this all started was you had a small island that was overrun by gangs. And these gangs, they were untouchable because the government, they have a hand in how these gangs operate. Because they always want to stay in power, they empower these gangs so that the people would always be afraid and have to vote for one party. Now, our people, they heard about the happenings and then they wanted to get involved, but they couldn't get involved because they and the government, they're not on the same path. So no one could intervene. Because of that, this is how we comes in. Now, our team and our organization, we are called Pinpoint. What is Pinpoint? Pinpoint is an organization that can pinpoint your location anywhere you are on this planet. Let me be more specific. Once you're somewhere within Wi-Fi, we can and we will find you. So, Geneva Convention, they could not handle these people. So they call us in and we had a meeting and they show us the person who was in charge. And when we run that person in our database, we realized that this person was on our list from a long time and that this person, we wanted to catch him, but we didn't have the right reason. So when we run this person through our database and we realize that he is somebody who we want, that's how we now realize that we are in business. So first thing we did, in our organization, we have a team that's called mercenaries. And everybody know how mercenaries operates. And we also have a team who we give our same name, Pinpoint, and we activate both teams. Now, our team, the mercenaries, they have every single equipment, every single gear you can think of a military should have, they have it. And every single weapon you can think of, they have it. Now, your question must be, how did we get to this small island undetected? Let me tell you something. There's a lot of things in this world the military have that even the president don't know about. So what we did, first thing we did was we activate sleep sheep. What's a sleep sheep, if you may say? Well, for us, a sleep sheep is a sub. And this sub hold 20 of the most highly trained mercenaries. And we activate our sniper team. We've got 5 snipers. And we activate all. Now, let's break down everything. When we got to the island, there was a group of men who they were running from, police. And the leader, he was trying to break inside of a lady's house. So the gate is built out of fence. And he was trying to rush to open the gate, but it couldn't open. And the lady, she was right there and he was telling her, open the gate or else I will do you something or I will kill you. And because she was so afraid and she was scared, she didn't open the gate fast enough for him. And because of that, he was so upset that when she did open the gate and she let him in, the police came around the corner, but he got in the gate in time so they didn't saw him. And he bent down behind the gate and the police ran to the other side and go down the street. Now the leader and the homeowner is now behind the fence and he's saying to her that I'm gonna vanish you because you didn't open the gate fast enough. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was scared. And he said that you were scared. You ain't know nothing about scared yet. I'm gonna show you. And this lady had 2 sons. And what this guy did was he took one of the sons in the hills and shoot him 10 times and remove his headboard on his pipeline and send them back to the lady. The lady, she was so terrified when she got the bag with the headboard and the pipeline. So now, we have to get rid of them. So what we did, we activate Pinpoint and This later, in a week, he went back for the other son. At this point, we have already tapped every single person with a phone in the gang. So now we know where they're going, every move, where they're supposed to be, and where they are. So when he went for the homeowner, other son, and was heading back up in the hills, our team, 5 snipers, were already there waiting. And they wait until they reach up in the mountain. And when they reach up in the mountain, the other men surround the leader, and the leader had a machete. And he video called the mother from her son's phone and tell her, look, this is what I'm gonna do to him. The first one, your first son, you didn't get to see, but now I am going to show you what I did to him so you can see what I'm doing to him now. So the leader, he gave his phone to one of his gang member, and then that gang member now pulled the phone so that the mother could see. And while she's there crying on the phone, they didn't care a bit. Now, what the leader was gonna do is to cut the next son headboard off with a machete. And as soon as he put his hand in the air to come down with a machete, one of our snipers shoot his wrists off, and that wrist fall to the ground with the machete, and all the gang member chucked in the bushes to hide. And everybody looked scared, and they were breathing so fast. Don't know what to do, don't know what's the next move, because now they only hear psst, and there's a hand on the ground with a machete, and they don't know what happened, but they know that somebody somewhere shoot off their little hand. And now let me tell you something. What happened next? You've never seen this anywhere in the world. You've never seen this in any movie, nowhere. I guarantee this. This is the first time you're going to hear about what happened next. This is why we are called Pinpoint. So what did happen next? Our 5 snipers just took about 5 minutes there, firing shots different times. So what they did was they fire a shot just above the head, so close to their head that it's inches away. That simply means that was so close, I am not moving my head an inch up. So every time our snipers take a shot, their head goes down more and more in the dirt. And after 5 minutes, our 5 snipers crawl out the bush, jump on their waiting van, and drive straight home. And these gang members stayed right there and don't move for one whole entire day, one whole entire night, and don't move, not knowing that all our 5 snipers have already left, and it's just them. Now, you might ask, where is the boy? When the hand falls to the ground, the boy naturally gets up and run away, while the gang member gets flat. I mean, it's a human thing to do. The boy get up, run away, gang member get flat. So he was home. He ran straight home. But the gang member, they were stuck right there. Can't move. No movement. My snipers, they're back at base. And for 3 whole days, these guys were stuck in the hills, in the woods, can't move, hardly can breathe, because they're afraid that their head might be torn off. Now, after the 3 days, the leader, whose hand is bleeding out, and he feel like he's now getting drowsy and sleepy, he starts saying, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. And all these other gang members saying, I surrender. And they were there saying, I surrender for 2 hours straight. Now, one of the sniper, they left a bug in the woods, and he could have heard everything that they were saying. So when he heard that, he called his superior, and that superior sent what you would like to go with a mic and a speaker to point in the hills and saying, drop your weapons and walk to my voice. If you don't, they will remove your head with one shot. The guys were like, no, we're not coming out, we're not moving. And the guy on the speaker said, well, the only way out is for you. Drop your weapons, follow my voice, and come to me. And then after a while, they all get up and walk to the voice. And when they reach, he told them to get on the ground, put your hands behind your back, don't move, and let me arrest you peacefully. This is just one police doing this. They all did that. And the police handcuffed them, tell them to stay in the back of the van. They all sit there, don't move, until the next unit come. When the next unit come, they put them all in the back of that van and carry them straight to the station. And that's how Pinpoint was activated on that island. End of that.